Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Healthy Cooking with Shayda. This is where I show you how to make simple, healthy, delicious plant-based meals that are salt, oil, sugar free. Today we're going to make my spicy green goddess dressing. This dressing is absolutely delicious. It's creamy, it's got a little bit of kick to it, and you could make this as a salad dressing by thinning it out more with water, or you could use it as a dip and dip your vegetables in there and have it that way. So today I'm going to show you how to make it as a dip, and I've got some carrots on the side that are ready to go, and it's absolutely delicious. I hope that you will enjoy it. So in here we're going to do 1 Hass avocado, and you want to make sure that it's ripe, and you want about a medium size avocado, and you're just going to put the whole thing in here. Just slice it in half and then use your spoon to get it out. And then use your knife to get the pit out. Just make sure that you don't, push it too hard and it goes out the other end and it kind of cuts you up. Anyway, so then you're going to put that in here. And you want to do this in a high-powered blender, or you could, I guess you could do it in a food processor, although I've never done it in a food processor. So next we are going to add 1 can, the 14.5 ounce can of cannellini beans, and you want to make sure that you rinse it and you drain it. You're going to add the beans in here. We are going to add dried jalapeno pepper, which you can find this on my Amazon affiliate page, and we will post a link to this so that you guys can go and take a look at it. But any dried jalapeno pepper will work. If you do not want to use dried jalapeno pepper, you're more than welcome to use a fresh jalapeno, or if you really want to kick it up a notch. What I've noticed about this recipe is that over time this tends to get spicier and spicier, and I guess it's because of the dried peppers. So I'm going to put in about a teaspoon, a teaspoon. Oh, it was supposed to be 1/4 of a teaspoon, but I've got a teaspoon on the plate. So I'm going to cut that back because it does get really spicy. So if you do want it really spicy, go ahead and put in about a teaspoon, or put a fresh serrano in there. But that is your choice. But me, I'm going to cut that back because, like I said, for whatever reason, the longer this sits, the spicier it gets. So we're going to add to this 3 garlic cloves. We're going to add some of the jalapeno pepper, and hopefully it's not going to make me sneeze. As you guys know, every time I use this pepper, and I love this pepper, but for whatever reason it constantly makes me sneeze. The other thing I'm going to add to this is from Savory. Savory, you can go online and go to their store, and they have some of the most amazing spices, and a lot of their spices is salt-free. I'm not affiliated with Savory, but I love their product and I want to share that with you guys, and I want to promote them. This is their citrus pepper seasoning that is salt-free. And let me just tell you what's in here, because it's absolutely delicious. There's black pepper, garlic, orange peel, lemon peel, citric acid, onion, smoked Spanish sweet paprika. Those flavors are absolutely delicious. So I will put in about a teaspoon of that in here. And we're also going to add, I went ahead and zested some lemons ahead of time, or limes, my apologies. And I'm going to put that in here. I'm going to move this so I don't start sneezing again. And all you're going to do, if you're not familiar with zesting really adds flavor to your food. So this is called a microplane, and just use your microplane or any kind of, shredder that would do this, and just rotate the lime above it, and just go like this, and it usually comes out from the other side. It's pretty simple, but I'm telling you, if you're not using the zest of an orange or a lemon or a lime, you are really, really missing out. The food it just comes out so good. And this dip is also actually pretty good if you want to use it. If you want, you could make it actually a little bit thicker. And you could use it maybe with chips and salsa. You certainly could. There is no right or wrong. Then we're going to take about 4 lime. We're going to cut that in half. going to take this lemon lime juicer, put it in here. I'm going to put this in. You know what? I'm short, so I'm going to move it here because it'll make my life easier. So we're going to squeeze that in there. Let's just get all these limes in there. And look, if you don't want to use lime, use lemon. Again, there's no, but I just love lime. And it's so good for you. And what I like about this dressing, it's a one-pot dressing. Like, you just basically put everything in here and turn on the blender, and there it goes. And they're pretty much simple ingredients that are in here. Almost done. Now when you want to add the water to this, there's water that goes in here. You want to add it a little bit at a time. In your recipes, it's going to say that it's a cup and a half of water. But again, that all depends on the consistency that you're looking for and that you want. My recommendation to you guys would be to start out with a cup of water and go from there and see how much more water you really want to add to this. This recipe will be posted on my website, and my website is healthycookingwithshayda.com. Please make sure to check that out and subscribe to our newsletter, and so that way you'll be notified as to when a new recipe is posted, about upcoming webinars that we're going to be doing. And if you go to the resource section, that's where you're going to find a lot of the webinars that I've done with Gustavo Tolosa, and some of them are paid webinars, some of them are, there's a lot of free webinars that you guys can go and watch and download. So as far as the water, I'm going to start with a cup of water, even though the recipe says a cup and a half, because I want to see, what I've learned is every time I make this, the consistency comes out just a tad bit different, which is fine. Move this over. Sorry about the noise. We only put about a cup in here, but it's kind of creamy, and that's fine. We are wanting to use it as a dip. So the next thing that goes in here is, this has cilantro and parsley in here. I like the combination of the two flavors. Now, some of you are not gonna like the cilantro because unfortunately you have that gene that cilantro tastes like soap to you, which is fine. Go ahead and just add the parsley. But if you do like cilantro, then go ahead and do the combination, and it's really tasty. I don't put this in at the very beginning. I put it in at the end, and I'm going to chop it up just a little bit, and it's already chopped because I want to see the green specks of the parsley and the cilantro through the sauce. So I'm going to put it all in here, and then what I tend to do is I go ahead and mix it, because that way it'll get blended even better instead of just dumping it in here and letting it try to blend itself. This is what I found works best for me. So right now, this is the thickness of the sauce. I might add just a little bit more water because I might want it just a little bit creamier. But for a dip, I think this is a great consistency. So blend this up. And that's good. You see how there's still, maybe if I can bring it up closer, you could see some of the specks of the cilantro and the parsley. You don't want it blended so much that you can't see it. That's the whole idea, is to be able to see it. But I'm gonna add just a tad bit more water because I may want to use it as a dressing too. So let's go ahead and add just about a quarter to a half a cup. Now, as this sits, this will thicken up just a tad bit. So, let's throw that water out. Let's blend this up just a tad bit more. Toss this out so it's not in my way, then I can put it in a nice little dish for you guys. Move this out the way. Here's our bowl. And we're gonna pour this in here. I wish you guys were here so you could sample some of this stuff. But I'm looking forward to you guys making it. And if you do make this, please comment on the website and let me know what your thoughts are and how you liked it. This would be great as an enchilada sauce. You can put it on your tacos, burritos, on top of your beans. It's just really refreshing. It's just a really refreshing dressing. And so we have our carrots here, then we have our dressing, and let's just taste it. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. You can taste the lemon, you can taste the citrus pepper in here. You can definitely taste the cilantro and the parsley, and that's what we want. That's the texture that we're going for. And if you want, you can, like I said, thin this out even more and put this on top of your salad. You can use it as a salad dressing if you wish. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. Please go onto YouTube, and if you're not following us already, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channels and give us a thumbs up. And make sure to ring that bell so you will get notified as to when we will be going live on YouTube, because we do actually go live a lot on YouTube. So we're looking forward to seeing you all here. Remember, it's one bite at a time, one meal at a time. And we will see you soon. Thank you again for joining us today. Have a wonderful day.